barbershop conversation, guys. Feel free, hit the subscribe button. It's funny, I wanted to do this video, but I heard Trill Boxing talk about it this morning. I actually read Thomas Hauser's part 1 and part 2 2 days ago, and I read it yesterday as well, part 2 yesterday. And the overall feel of it is what I got was what I told y'all 2 years ago. Everyone called me crazy. Everyone don't know what the hell I'm talking about. Man, it was a Ponzi scheme. Eddie Madoff. That's Eddie Madoff, man. I told y'all about this guy. I told y'all, man. They call it white collar crimes, man, so they can do less time. Oh, I'm just in here. Oh, you only gonna do 90 days for tax evasion. Oh, money laundering. I mean, that's not a violent crime. What's the other one? Black collar crimes, black level crimes, black neighborhood crimes. You know, and he is the equivalent of what George Bush was, how he became president. You know what I mean? Was a C+ level student at Ivy League school, but had the gift of gab. You understand what I'm saying? Knew how to communicate. You know, knew how to communicate to the people that was in power. And this is what we got to understand as a people. Stop giving your influence, your attention to people who don't deserve it. Eddie Hearn is, I'm telling you, Eddie Hearn is just a man with the gift of gab to cornball dudes. You understand? He has the gift of gab. Black Fight Fan said to people on the computer, and he can't come in my neighborhood. You know what I mean? And he can't con me out of no money. I don't look at him and be like, oh man, maybe I do. Maybe you do know what you're talking about. Those Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Kevin Garnett days, Sean Kemp days are over. You understand what I'm saying? It's a new day and age. Because here's the proof of the living matter. If I told you that the person articulating this video put a woman through med school, she's never paid a bill in her life, she's a partner at her job, she's a doctor, and makes a boatload of money, I help architect the foundation of the plan. 2, if I told a fighter, if you make $1 million, I guarantee you I could turn that into $3 million worth of equity. I guarantee you I can do that. And I can hide, and you will pay less taxes fucking with me. But you rather pay the 40% tax, 30% tax, whatever you're going to pay, as opposed to sheltering your money through, I'm not going to tell you how. I'm not going to tell you in this video. Go to my Patreon and subscribe to my Patreon. Barbershop Conversations on Patreon. But no, you're not going to trust me. Oh, he's just a money hungry grabbing dude. If I say I'm going to charge you 3%, right? I'm going to charge you 3%. And I guarantee if you give me $1 million and I walk you through the plan, as a matter of fact, I will give you the plan and I will charge you 3%. And it's your job to orchestrate the plan, or you could trust me to do it. You're going to say, oh, I'm just another black nigga trying to take money from you. Right? Whereas we look at Eddie Madoff, right? Eddie Madoff is spending other people's money. Every time he's on a private jet, every time he's saying we got money, that's not his money. That's a Russian billionaire. But when I uncover the truth from day one, I told you, everything that I say on this YouTube that I'm adamantly and passionately about, I'm batting 1,000. I am batting 1,000. Sergey Kovalev, Omaha, Eddie Hearn, Andre Ward. I bat 1,000. But because I'm this black guy and America has made you out to believe that black men are desperate, they violent, they're ignorant, they only want to do what's positively can impact them. They're terrible fathers. They don't love their kids. They divorce their wives. They're negligent. They're gang members. They're drug dealers. Y'all believe that shit. And you don't even know that you believe it, but it's through your actions. But this man can come over from the UK and wave a flag and tell you I have everything, and you believe it. Whereas for the past 3 years, I've been real consistent on this YouTube. The past 3 years, I've shown, I'm just using me as an example. I'm not saying, I'm using me as an example for comparative analysis to Eddie Madoff, right? What I'm saying is this. I've been consistent on this YouTube channel for 3 years. From community events to using my own money to investing in other people, answering every DM I get, every email I get, every phone call I get. But this man can come over here and not do none of that, not show proof of concept, not validate himself, not reveal his character, but y'all believe this man already. That's Eddie Madoff, man. I told y'all this from day one. I've showed you the videos of his financials. Thomas Hauser does a video, writes a 2-part article. I believe is more to come. Y'all gonna believe that article. Oh man, he's right, man. DAZN ain't making all this money. I told y'all from day one, if you're gonna get from DAZN, you better be top heavy. I told y'all this from day one. Your contract better be top heavy. I told you from day one, it's not going to last. Every person that I know at DAZN, that I know has a job at DAZN, I've told them to invest their money. Why, Fred? Because I've invested in so many things that's failed, that's succeeded. I've hit my head. I've succeeded. I've hit my head. I've gone in debt. I've had to borrow money. I had to borrow money from a person I really didn't want to borrow money from. I've done all of that shit. And when I see a man like Eddie Hearn come in and not talk about working and not talk about bridging and not talk about building, but as opposed he wants to buy you, I know what the game is. The nigga came over and said, I'm buying every black fighter Al Heyman has on his stable. Watch me do this. Watch. Telling you. I saw this play a long time ago. And now, how many cards do they have this month? 1, January, the Super Bowl card they have in Miami. Why is it in Miami? They doing everything they can, man. They gonna invite everybody and their mama to come. I think the Super Bowl is that weekend. They praying for a hit. They praying to attach themselves to something. That Mexican that peso infiltration now is a gimmick. Mikey Garcia, Chavez, Andy Ruiz, Canelo. It's a gimmick, y'all. He doesn't even have a Mexican. Eddie Hearn is so arrogant. He doesn't even have a Mexican guy on his team. I repeat, he doesn't even have a Mexican guy on his team. I'm telling y'all. Y'all don't get what I'm saying. But y'all gonna get it years down the line. I'm telling you, all these videos are gonna be Hall of Fame videos. I remember when Fred said that shit. Now you can't find the video, right? You're gonna be stuck. Damn, Fred is a motherfucking genius. Just have common sense. Remember, I'm fortunate. See, here's the thing. See, I went the other way. Just like my cousins who did time in jail and have opened up barbershops and have been successful doing other things and car washes and mobile car washes and shit because the government can't get a job. When you go from hood to entrepreneur, you have a great vernacular of life because you done dealt with so many downtrodden personalities. And then when you get out of the mindset, you're learning how to deal, how to function in real life. Maybe you done did some time in jail, juvie, or, you know what I mean? Maybe you haven't, but you just had to matriculate through your neighborhood, through your community, through your city to get that motherfucking barbershop car wash. Now, part 2 to that. Me, I've gone from the hood and gone through college. So I've seen these boarding schools. These people go to boarding schools. I've seen these lacrosse players. I've seen these baseball players. I've seen these football players. They were my teammates. They were my next door neighbors. Whenever they got in trouble, what they do? They call their dad. They call their mom. I need help. I've seen it. I've seen this play out. I've seen a white boy not get suspended from school for assaulting a woman. I've seen it with my own eyes. Hey, I'm paying $70,000 a year for my son to go to school here. What you gonna do? You gonna kick him out? Matter of fact, I've made a great contribution to the lacrosse team. What you gonna do? I'm sorry. We're just gonna put him on academic probation. And on the semester when he's not playing lacrosse. I've seen it with my own eyes. I've seen it play out. I ain't lying. I've seen all this shit. So my experiences through my life, I have seen Eddie Hearn at every stop. I'm telling you, I've seen him in college. I've seen him when I had meetings with Warner Brothers. I've seen him when I've had meetings with ESPN. They just think they can buy a man. They just think that money is the solution to all your needs. I repeat, they think money is the solution to all your needs. That's objectification. When they say, here, take this money, nigga, and sign this contract. That's objectification. Anyways, man, I need to go work out. I'll do a part 2 on this, but Eddie Madoff is getting off with all the bread. And he gonna be happy. He's gonna be disappointed he didn't win in the American market. He's gonna be really disappointed he didn't win. And one of the biggest reasons why Eddie Hearn didn't win, because he never got to know me. And I'm talking about my profile. I'm talking about people like me. He never took the time to call me and be like, man, don't you know when I buy a property, I don't know, whatever season it is, if it's Thanksgiving, I'll come with a turkey, or I'll come with a $20 gift card to Ralph's, or on the Middle America, y'all, that's Kroger for y'all. I'll come with a $20 gift card and be like, hey, I'm your new owner. Maybe a Starbucks card. I'm your new owner. You know what I mean? I just want to say thank you. Any of your needs, here's a sheet. Anything going on in your unit, let me know now, because in the first 90 days, I want to do some improvements to the property. So here's the sheet. Let me know what you think, what you need is going on. And even if you don't attend to the problems, you're being tentative to them. I repeat, even though I may not attend to every problem, I'm attentive to them. Eddie Hearn didn't come to America and say, you know what, man, Fred Hawthorne, I probably don't like him. I don't like his disposition, but he has value in this boxing community. You know what I mean? I'm going to reach out to him and say, hey, man, and you know what? As I told you, all I want to do is be appreciated. That's it. I don't want your money. I don't want free food. I don't want free tickets. I've never asked anybody for none of that shit. You know what I mean? Outside of my boxing friends. I'm talking about if you're not my friend. You understand what I'm saying? I don't ask people for nothing, because I know if you take something, you got to give something. You understand? I don't want nothing over my head. You know what I mean? I got hundreds of thousands, if not $1,000 in media members that owe me money. Yeah, and I haven't asked them for nothing back. It's their character. If they don't want to pay me back, I'm not talking about thousands of dollars, but I'm talking about if they don't, it's on their character. I know who that, if I let a person borrow money, and let's say it's $50, and they don't pay it back, I know what they like. I know who they are. I know how much I can trust them. That means our relationship is worth $50. Our relationship is worth $100, and so on and so forth. You get what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I say this. Eddie Hearn's gonna get off like a fat cat. He got the licensing fee. He got the site fee from Saudi Arabia. He's gonna run Saudi Arabia into the ground. Salute to him. He's gonna win. He won. He won. He didn't lose. He lost America. He got a lot of money out this deal, right? Now my conversation to the fight. I told you guys this 2018. Make sure your contract is top heavy. Take all your money at the top, because I don't think they're gonna be here 10 years. Own equity in a company just in case, as a backup plan. Just in case. Al Heyman buys the zone. Next thing you know, it blows itself up. Just like Amazon. Amazon came out in 1997, and people didn't think it was going to succeed, because people thought that it's not going to work, because people like to touch and feel what they buy. Like, you want to try on your clothes before you buy them. So you know what Amazon did? They started selling books. You see the mindset change? You don't have to touch and feel a book. You just need to know that every page is there. And since every page is there, I'm going to buy it. The Zone is unwilling to sell books. You know why The Zone is unwilling to sell books? Because they haven't my profile. I'm not talking about me in general. They haven't sat down with me and said, Fred, how do you think you can be an asset and how we can bridge the gap in the American market? You know what they do? They just buy employees and people just take the money. They just buy employees. They ain't got no brain trust. Anyhow, man, I'm going way too deep on this motherfucking video. Y'all not gonna get it. Y'all gonna say, Fred, oh, you ain't shit. Shit, I know a whole lot of shit. The reason why I am here today is not because I am bigger, stronger, and smarter than you. I just walked. Common sense. You know what I mean? In 1965, someone had the Robin Hood Project. I don't know who he is. I don't know who she is. But they opened up vernacular, and the conversation went from 1965 to 1966, and it got to me in 2000. I woke up and I was like, 2002, like, hold up, I got to start building wealth. You know what I mean? And here I am today, and I'm using my YouTube channel to continue the Robin Hood Project. My Patreon, join my Patreon, Robin Hood Project. I'm telling you, I'm giving y'all all the nuggets. All right? Join my Patreon. This ain't no advertisement. I'm just spitting truth. Well, fuck it. It is an advertisement. Fuck it. Tell you what, Fred just want to panhandle and take money. That's all I want to do. Barbershop Conversations, man. Feel free to hit the subscribe button. Tonight we going live, 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Eddie Madoff done got y'all motherfuckers. Y'all believe it. Y'all believe it. And I'm telling every DAZN employee, hint, hint, employee, hint, hint, employee, I never want to see a man fall on his face. Make sure you're investing your money. I know you probably got fat deals. I know you're doing all that shit, but make sure you got an investment, because if they go from 3 shows a month to now 1 show a month, and only 1 show scheduled in February, Mikey Garcia, no shows scheduled in March, April, or they got 1 show planned in March, I think is Triple G. I'm just telling you, tea leaves. Like I said, I just followed the breadcrumbs from the Robin Hood Project. I don't insert my super extraordinary intelligence. I just have common sense. Barbershop Conversations, man. Feel free to hit the subscribe button. I love y'all. Again, y'all can see I'm at the gym. About to go get this work in. I'll talk to you guys soon. Peace.